So today we're talking about chapter 10.2, which is all about customary capacity. Okay, so we know that there's two systems of measurements. There's customary units and metric units. Which ones are we talking about today?
Customary.
Customary, yeah. And today your learning goal is to be able to compare, contrast, and convert customary units of capacity. Okay? And to start us off, let's talk about this. What is capacity? If we're talking about units of capacity, what are we even measuring? What does capacity mean? Rashika?
Capacity means, capacity is like area or what something can be held by.
Okay, Sarah?
The amount of space something takes.
Yeah, capacity is the amount of space something takes up. What's another word that we've dealt with that has to do with the amount of space something takes up? Siddharth? Volume. So I want you to think of capacity as the same thing as volume, or how much space something takes up. Okay? And customary units of capacity are including fluid ounces, okay, and then the abbreviation for fluid ounces is FLOZ, as you see there, pints, quarts, and gallons. So you should have turned to your 3-column chart, and we should be adding to that chart. Now we know that capacity measures volume, and the way we measure volume in customary units are fluid ounces, pints, quarts, and gallons. Okay? Go ahead and write that down. I also want you to write down this conversion chart in your notebook, where you can see that 1 cup takes up the same amount of space as 8 fluid ounces. So my question to you is this: is 1 fluid ounce bigger or smaller than 1 cup? What do you guys think? With a quiet answer hand. Karan? It's smaller, that's right. Okay. 1 pint takes up the same amount of space as 2 cups. You should be writing this down. 1 quart takes up the same amount of space as 2 pints, and 1 gallon takes up the same amount of space as 4 quarts. Now, Mr. Gallon Man helps us understand or help us remember how many cups are in a pint, because you can see, you start drawing Mr. Gallon Man by drawing his head. Okay, so go ahead and draw his head and label that 1 gallon. Mr. Gallon is worth 1 gallon. Now, Mr. Gallon has 2 arms and 2 legs for a total, and each one is a quart. So how many quarts are there in 1 gallon?
4.
4. So go ahead and draw the 4 quarts in Mr. Gallon. Then on each, Mr. Gallon Man's kind of an interesting one. It's kind of different. He's not a person, because you'll see that for each quart, he has 2 hands, and each hand is a pint. Okay. So how many pints are there in 1 quart? How many pints are there for each quart? Ariel? 2. And in all of Mr. Gallon Man, how many pints are there in 1 gallon? Soham? 8. That's right. Okay, remember what I said? He's a little bit different than people. He doesn't have 5 fingers, but he has 2 fingers, and each finger is a cup. So for each pint, there are 2 cups. So how many cups are there in each pint? 2. How many cups are there in each quart, then? 4. How many cups are there in each gallon? 16. See how this Mr. Gallon helps you remember these conversions? Go ahead and take them. So, Darth, how many fluid ounces are there in 1 cup? 1 cup equals 8 fluid ounces. Okay. What do we need to know next? Shreya?
So there are 3 cups. So
Okay.
I did 8 times 3 to get how many fluid ounces there were in 3 cups, and I got 24.
Okay.
So then that's 24 fluid ounces.
Mm-hmm.
And then the bucket has a capacity of 26 fluid
Okay.
ounces. So 24 is less than 26.
Yeah.
So the bucket can hold 3 cups of purple.
So yes, right? The bucket can hold it. Very good.